Hey guys, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. So as you may have already heard, the season submenu on the official Star Wars Battlefront 2 website has indeed been taken down. A few people are saying that Battlefront 3 could be in the works, as they may discontinue content for the game after we've received the Clone Wars content. Now I don't believe that at all. If they were going to making a Star Wars Battlefront 3, they wouldn't be adding all these quality of life changes, the squad system, and just everything else. They wouldn't be doing this for the game right now. And something I do think is that a lot of the developers from Battlefront 2 have moved over to Battlefield 5, essentially to get that game a smooth and successful launch. Obviously that has been delayed till November 20th unfortunately, but this is that's kind of how I see it. And I kind of think what they're doing is just removing the season system from Battlefront 2 and replacing it with the standard monthly content that we have already been receiving. Now some of you guys may be disappointed with this, I can totally understand that, but I think this is going to be very beneficial for the game. The reason I say this is because Seasons has always been hyped up to bring us a bunch of content over an extended period of time. However, I believe a lot of this has just led to a lot of frustration within the community, as some people have been complaining it's not what they wanted, and all these other things, maybe not enough content, which I think in the Han Solo season, I don't think it was quite enough, but I'll talk about it a little bit later on. So as well as a bit of frustration within the community, I think it limits the kind of content developers can give us. The Last Jedi season lasted for nearly 2 months, meaning that in the 2-month period they could only introduce Last Jedi content. Similarly, the Solo season gave us content around the character of Han himself. Now, the Last Jedi season and the Solo season were very different. I liked how they started off with season 1. You know, you could pick a side and whichever faction wins, they get rewarded. I think that was, I really liked that idea. I think if they were going to bring seasons back, that was kind of the way to do it. But then they just brought all of their content out in one day, and the last month and a half was just a bit boring. Nothing much was going on. And then with the Solo season, we just had staggered content release, which is something I did quite like. You know, it kind of made the game feel a bit better, and you wanted to kind of get back into it. So if they gave us content via monthly updates, they can pretty much give us anything. So 1 month could be Clone Wars, and the next month could be sequel or original trilogy, or anything around Star Wars pretty much. This would make the game continue to feel fresh and fun to come back to every single month. So not only would it be beneficial for us as players and fans of the game, but it also benefits the team at DICE. This is because the player base will grow as content releases, and the kind of player base on a monthly roll will stay consistent. This overall means that DICE will be able to provide more money and services to the game and further develop it and improve its lifespan. And who knows, maybe we'll even get to the point where we get the promised bi-weekly patches. But I think at the moment we can only hope, and I think something else we need to do is wait and see how the Clone Wars the Clone Wars content goes. So I'm really looking forward to this Clone Wars content and the new mode and everything like that. It's going to be absolutely brilliant, and you'll be able to see all of it here on the channel as I make more videos and streams about all of it. So if you haven't done so already, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with all of my content. And lastly, I have set up a merchandise store using this website called Teespring. So this is where I've created a bunch of Star Wars themed shirts inspired by quotes from the films, TV shows and